these microphones.
He's the microphone.
No, I'll just stand right here. Yeah, let me tell you another message that we need to be sure that they hear. Last year, they named their price. And when it came to energy, we didn't get lower cost on energy. We didn't get innovation. We got taxes. Then they named their price. And when it came to bailouts, we got more debt. And then when it came to stimulus and they had named their price, what did we get? We got more debt. We didn't get jobs. So we know that their promises are not going to make the process work.
That governor from Canada had heart issues. Did you see that? Did he trust in a socialist healthcare system in Canada with his... No, he didn't. Where did he come? He came to the United States of America because we have the best healthcare in the world. Over at Capitol Hill, destroying, are we? No! We're going to win this fight. And there's one thing we all have to do. These guys do not want to hear from you and me and the American people. We've got to make sure they don't get their way.
That's right.
Let's call them and email them and go out and text our friends and make sure that in these last 4 or 5 days, good members of Congress like Mike Pence and Michelle Bachmann.
Thank you!
Guys, by the way, let's give a round of applause.
Thank you!
And let's make sure that the members who are in the middle hear from you and hear from us. We've got the greatest health care in the world because it's free. Meaning freedom, not free as opposed to the government supposedly making it free. We're going to keep it that way. Thank you all for what you're doing, and let's win this battle in the last few days.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and I'm so honored to be here with you. You have and are making a difference. And you made a difference because the Liberals planned on having the takeover completed in July. They were going to have an extraordinary bill signing in August. It did not happen because the American people spoke up. The Tea Party movement spoke up. Then we had the town hall meetings. I was very grateful in South Carolina. In Columbia, I hosted the largest congressional town hall in the history of South Carolina.
Thank you!
1,700 people in Columbia, 1,500 people in Lexington, 1,500 people in Beaufort, 1,200 people at Hilton Head Island. We had 98% of the people who were opposed to government takeover. We want health care reform, not a government takeover.
In fact, these are representatives that are trying to do the wrong thing here, but since we have media here, why don't we make sure we set the record straight? We are not a bunch of hate mongers who don't love our country. No. We are not a bunch of teabaggers that don't understand our constitutional rights. No. We are not a bunch of racists. No. Who don't love all people from all walks of life. The funniest thing, somebody once called me a racist. I looked at him and said, my wife's black, I can't be. People are going to realize and understand that this movement is bigger than politics. It's bigger than party.
That's right.
It's bigger than affiliation.
That's right.
It's about our nation.
That's right.
Jeffersonian democracy. And whether you like it or not, we're going to stand. And we're going to stand together. We're not about ready to let anybody take our country from us. As a Marine Corps officer, I fought for this country, outside this country, against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And I'm not going to lose my country here either. United we stand, and divided we fall. So take the message back. This is not a message of hate. This is not a message that's unpatriotic. It's quite the contrary. Thomas Jefferson once said that every generation must have its own revolution. This is ours, my friend. We will stand, and we will stand strong. Now about 200 years ago, they tried the same excess tax thing They tried to come in and tell us what to do with our nation. They tried to tell us what to do with our money. Well, those folks, at least some of them, were tarred and feathered for doing that.
Oh yeah, tar!
Now I've got a lot of tar, and I've got a lot of feathers. And I can think of at least 3 we can start with. But listen, that's certainly not our purpose. But we are going to send a strong message now, and we're going to send a strong message in November. It's about the United States of America. When our founders arrived here, let me tell you something. They had no developer to build them a home. They had no Bank of America to give them a loan. And they had no public option to cover them. But one thing we did have, and I'll close with this because we have business to do. They understood that if you give us our freedom, if you leave our money alone, we will build the greatest nation on God's green earth. And if we've done it once, we'll do